Howdy folks, welcome back to Berry Village. We're planting soybeans today. Just about got field 26 done. Got just a couple more passes here. Sun's kind of setting, but I think I'm going to try to get it 27 in as well. That's the field over there. You can see Mark's trees that he planted are growing in quite nicely. We got a little miniature forest there in the valley. So that's kind of cool. Looking nice. I think Mark has got seed and fertilizer staged over there for me. Let's get another pass done here. Just got this little wedge here left. Then we'll have one of our two fields planted. Mark has been going great guns on missions. He's been doing a bunch of missions there for Sergey. Ended up paying down the debt about 100 grand, so he's been a busy boy. And all I've been doing is driving back and forth planting soybeans, so I feel kind of useless, but it'll pay off come harvest time. So that's almost done there. I just need to get this landed, and let me give Mark a call, see what he's up to. I think maybe he was going to run the hair on that before I hit it with seed. Let's give him a call.
Hey there, Grubbo. How you coming along?
Hey, Mark, doing well. Just about done here with 26. I wanted to check in with you. I know you mentioned you might want to run a harrow across 27.
Yeah, I think I've got the seed and the fertilizer over there for you. It's all ready to go.
Great.
Let me take a couple of swipes at the far, I guess, eastern side of it, and we'll start from that side, and we'll come back across. I'll do the headlands last.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'm just about done here, so I'll be over that way in a few minutes.
Awesome. Okay, I'm just unfolding right now, and I'm getting ready to go into the field.
All right, thank you, sir. That was good timing. He drove right across the road here. Could have just yelled out the window at him. All right, let's get this dropped down. Let's drive this one manually. Been using that auto steer quite a bit. Got the multi-terrain angle here on the map, which makes it nice. I think we got one little spot back there. Gonna bother me if I don't get that. Yeah, we should turn back on, lower down. Birds are already eating the seed. There we go. Let me take a quick look. Oh, I can't open the box on this? Okay. Let me take a quick look in the box. There, we're 73%. We're good. I thought I could open the cover and look in there. Nope. Not on this mod. Oh, easy there, tractor. I like this planter. It's a great little planter, but it doesn't fold up, so you got to kind of watch out where you're driving. Now, he said east side, but I have a feeling Mark is turned around, and he actually meant the west side. He does that sometimes. I don't see him here on the east side. Let's go check the west side of the field. And he loaded up the seed and fertilizer here for me. Got that all sorted. Appreciate that. So we'll actually top off. I wasn't using fertilizer on 26 because it was already fertilized. We shot it with manure and some pellet before I cultivated. This one, however, we want to get some fertilizer in with the seed, and this has a huge collision on the back, which I forgot about. Let's hit that. That'll fill that up. That should be both. Excellent. Yeah, it looks like he's doing the west side here. That's kind of what I thought. No, we want you up. Looks like there's been a harrow through there. Maybe he's circling around, though? I'm not sure. Let's go see if we can find a wild Canadian around here. See what he's up to. Maybe he met the metric east side. Should be the west side. Gotta convert to Canadian. It's like he got into his grass. I don't know what he's doing. Let's go take a look. Yeah, he's been running the harrow over here. And he circled through his grass for some reason. Probably forgot to turn it off. Now he's coming back this way. You know, I can't remember. Did I give a little tour of the farm? I may have forgotten. I'm old. Mark gets his direction mixed up, and I forget everything, so we're quite the pair. Well, this is the cow barn. This is going to be our little cow operation. We got straw in there. This is the cow barn, where we'll feed him. He's got his little Ursus over here. Got our slurry pit there. We got our manure chamber, and it looks like they'll be collecting the milk here in jugs. Got a water trough over there. So a pretty small setup. Be just right for us. And we got a little silage clamp here that's... It's kind of floating out of the ground, but, you know, we'll get a shovel. We'll fix that right up. No problem. All right, let's go see what Mark's up to. Yeah, he's heading back up the west side of the field. So when he said east, he meant west. All good. So we'll start planting some soybeans where he's harrowed or cultivated, whatever you want to call it. Double check. We're still set for soybeans. That's good. This is his original tracks. Let's get lined up on that. There we go. Get the auto steer locked on. Lowered, and away we go. Come on, little orange beast. Let's get with it. We spin it out in the soft soil. It doesn't look like much of a hill, but when you've only got 80 horsepower, it doesn't take much of a hill to notice. We'll make up for it on the trip back. We'll be doing fast then. I noticed over there on 26 when I was going uphill, I was getting quite a bit of wheel spin. Come on, get yourself sorted out, tractor. Come on. Come on. Is it really spinning that much? Man. I've used this planter quite a bit and never had it struggle this hard. He is covered in lime. I love it. It's awesome. My tractor doesn't have the right dirt map on it to get covered in lime, unfortunately. Alright, now we're picking up a little bit of speed. Man, this thing is really struggling. That's surprising. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Really wish I could open the back and see how we're doing on levels, but meantime we'll just... Oh, we're barely using any fertilizer. Alright, cool. Not quite as fast as Mark. I might have to get out and push, Mark.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's not often I get to pass you quite at that speed. When was the last time you did any maintenance on that cedar?
Yesterday when I was seeding 26.
Okay.
But yeah, I might check that actually.
Yeah, it may be due for a little bit of lubrication here and there because
it's sure
like
pulling hard for some reason.
Yeah, I had to swap a couple of tines out on this chain harrow there, so it's not unheard of that whole mechanic will slow you down incredibly.
Yeah, we'll try that. Squirt a little grease on it.
There you go. Just a minor repair. You don't need to bring it to the shop or anything. Just use the tools in the tractor.
We've got plenty of tools laying around here on the floor.
That's it. You know, for you, in your case, it's just use the toilet paper and clean it off.
Yeah, you got to keep some TP in the cab.
I always feel safer when you're in the field.
Those in-flight emergencies.
Exactly. Well, you're still a little bit slower.
Yeah, I mean, it only pulls at about 6 miles an hour, but I was really struggling down there in the south end of the field.
Oh, you know, it's pretty treacherous because you can't really tell how much of a slope is down there until you're climbing it.
Yep.
That's one of those things where this field is kind of sneaky that way.
Yeah, and then the soft dirt, I was just getting a lot of wheel spin.
Mm-hmm. So did you notice that I may have not lifted the right tool when I got to the grass?
Yeah, I noticed that. I was also telling the folks that it was the metric east side of the field over here on the west end.
Yeah, east-west. I can never tell from these maps.
I'm used to it. My wife gets her opposites confused all the time.
Yeah.
It's just a brain thing, so I'm totally used to that.
I don't understand why. I mean, I've passed enough navigation tests by now that I should know my east from my west.
Well, it's different when you're actually standing on the boat.
Exactly. This make-believe world throws me. Alright, clean that up. Alright, just enough of that. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the top of the field from this side.
Alrighty.
Just so that I don't destroy the grass that we've got planted on this side, too.
Yeah, we'll save some of the grass for the cows.
Did you show your viewers how wonderfully our trees are coming in?
I did, yeah. I was taking a look at that on the way over here.
Pretty amazing. Loving that little forest down there.
Yeah, it's a nice forest.
I kind of planted trees based on the fact that we were going to be heavily in debt and that we needed to pay back a loan really quickly. And now I'm starting to second guess it a little bit because the contracts we're getting on the map are so lucrative right now.
I saw you'd been really going great guns on the contracts.
That's it.
That's awesome.
I mean, just the seeding contract paid back about a quarter of our loan on the barn, on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple more of those will be good. I think we're just going to end up using the trees as a piggy bank.
Yep, and they're nice to look at too.
That's it. Thinking if we come into a little bit of extra money, we might add in a couple of deciduous trees too, just to make it look a little bit more natural.
Yeah, something we can leave there would leaf out nicely.
That's it. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, she's not pulling much better on that steep part of the hill. It's just
a
lot of wheel slip.
Does she settle down as soon as you crest? Because you're just about to crest right now.
Yeah, it's just that real steep part it struggles with.
Okay. Well, this little chain harrow is not taking a whole lot of horsepower out of mine, so
Yeah, you're zipping right along.
yeah, it's just rubbing this lime into the ground and leaving it there. It's not exactly digging very deep.
Yeah, that white Renault is pulling it pretty good.
Yeah, the white tires anyway.
I know. I'm kind of jealous. My tractor doesn't have the right dirt map to pick that up.
Is no, the harrow still doesn't have anything at all on it, so it's its own thing. Alright. Whee! Just whips around. I gotta tune down my cruise control a little bit here. It's a bit, it gets a little bit out of control when I lift the harrow up.
Yeah.
So I'll come up to the top on this one, and then I'm going to go and finish off the far end of the field there that I left because it was not in my straight line.
Okay.
I think I'm far enough ahead of you now that...
Yeah, I'm going pretty slow.
How's your seed supply now?
Down to about half.
Okay, well, I think you'll have enough seed and fertilizer on that trailer then.
Yeah, based on 26, I think 3 bags ought to do it. We'll see.
Okay.
Fertilizer is going really far.
Oh, is it? Okay. I forgot to check to see if those were 3 full bags or if there was any partials there, so...
Yeah, well, we're not that far from the farm, so...
No, that's it.
Not the end of the world.
Whoopee!
Running circles around me.
Who knew? Renaults were powerful.
Everything is powerful compared to 80 horsepower.
Yeah. Go down this way, nice and gentle. Try not to ruin the seed bed.
There we go. This is a beautiful little planter. I really like it.
Yeah. Definitely a very unassuming planter, but when you research them online, what the real ones look like, that's what they are. They're very simple. You just have a blower, and it just blows air through those cups and dumps seed on the ground.
Yep.
Pretty uncomplicated piece of equipment.
Yeah, and it's one of the wider implements that we have.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Oh yeah, if you're putting down corn or soybean like this, totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And because I mean, it's not the greatest for going down the highway with, but you can certainly,
No.
you know, you can certainly maneuver it easily enough. Because it's on the 3-point and it's not toe behind, you can back up and reposition super quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I always prefer the lifty ones to the pull behind ones usually.
I do too, yeah. It's just way easier to maneuver.
All right, off we go again. So you're what, 6 meters on that planter? So I think you and I have roughly the same width on our implements.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember for sure. Looks about like 6.
Yeah.
It's 8 rows times
Right.
whatever the row spacing is. Not a meter for sure.
No, that's it. No, usually in the U.S. it's what? It's 18s and 24s, or what's the spacing on the corn rows?
I don't even know.
Yeah. See, if we were real farmers, we'd know this stuff.
Right.
But we're not.
I'm related to a lot of real farmers. I've never planted any corn.
That doesn't actually count, you know.
Right.
You're not actually there when those conversations happen.
Nope, I've never been around when they're talking about how far apart the corn is.
Yeah.
It's mostly
Really
what
interesting,
new
though,
government regulation is going to lead them to ruin, and
Right.
how their latest tractor's doing, and
That's
stuff like
it.
that.
How is the hunting season?
Yep. Here we go. Steep part of the hill. Be slinging dirt clods everywhere.
Oh yeah, you are spinning quite a bit, eh?
Yep. It's done a lot of that since the new patch, so I think it did something with the differentials. It kind of stops and bucks and snorts, and then it starts off again. It's got to keep with it.
I think one of the reasons why maybe you're going to go a long way on your fertilizing on this field is because we trampled that cotton. I think some of it's already at stage 2.
Yeah, there's stripes of that. So is it smart enough, I guess, to realize that?
I think it is, because
okay.
when you're
a little bit of that farm sim magic.
Yeah, it won't seed on top of seed, right? So maybe it won't fertilize on top of fertilization.
That could be. Yeah, because I'm almost out of beans now. I'm only down to 83% fertilizer.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the ground. I'm looking at the ground where you've gone, and most of it is the lighter shade, not the darker shade. I'm thinking you're only needing fertilizer for maybe a quarter of it. Because when I plowed this thing up, I plowed it up with the animal, and that thing is mostly tires, so.
Gotcha.
By the time I got to trample the crop, most of it was gone. The plowing was just in effect. Wee little
Yeah, it's weird
there.
how that works. I should be just about out of seed. I'm going to make it to the end of the field.
You might as well. You might as well go reload anyway.
Yeah, wow, I actually made it to the edge. Kind of surprised. And hey, some nice gentleman put a trailer right over here.
We aim to serve. Should be of some use. Getting kind of sun city out here. I might not get to my fertilization job today.
Yeah, the sun's going down. I gotta get this thing in the shop and fix. It's got a collision that sticks about 8 feet off the back of it. It's invisible.
The planter?
Yeah. I never noticed that till I went to back up to stuff to refill it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can you fill it from the side fine, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got to be careful how you're doing it.
Tell you one thing is I was using that big giant Flexicoil seeder for Sergey.
Yeah, that thing was massive.
Filling up that little dolly wagon that goes behind it, it's quite an operation, because you got to swing out the arm. You got to make sure you can fit the trailer and the swing arm underneath the spout, and man, and does it ever take speed? I mean, I think I filled it once when I first got the job, and then I filled it again halfway through, and I did just about all the biggest fields on the map with that thing.
Yeah, I wish I'd been recording when I took that seed tender down to you. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Whoa! Bump.
Would have been a good episode. I took the seed tender. I think it wasn't quite full. It had like 17,000 liters of seed in it. Pulled that behind my little IFA truck down there to mark.
Yeah.
That was good times. It was so wide. It's about, not quite as wide as the highway, but it's about a lane and a half wide.
Yeah.
So when there was traffic coming, I'd have to get over. I had to wait on the bridge.
Oh, and I was trying to get the actual seeder down to the field, and I pretty much had to do it all off-road, because anytime I got onto the road, I was just asking for problems.
Yeah.
That thing, when it curls up, it's about a third of the size it is when it's sprawled out, but that's still too wide for a city road.
Yeah, and it's like 3 stories tall.
Yeah. The trees were not my friend for sure. But I'm getting to the point now where I kind of know all the little back roads on this map, so.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn them myself, and I love that there's little dirt roads everywhere, because that's like it's like where I grew up in Missouri. There's always little dirt roads between all the fields, and They don't even have any gravel on them. They're just literally dirt paths.
That's it. Grass growing in the middle, and you're off to whatever field you got to find.
If it rains a lot, guess what? You're not going down that road.
Yeah.
Not very far, anyway.
Well, there's a couple of little passes that go through rivers and stuff like that.
Yep.
And those are pretty interesting also. With the animal, I've had to get used to all those little back roads because I just don't feel right going down the highway with a big plow behind me. So
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exactly steer the best either. Kind of a little bit wiggly.
Yeah, those articulators are always fun.
Yeah.
Come on, tractor. Let's get going here. You haven't even hit the hill yet.
He's just playing you.
Oh, you know, I've meant to fuel this thing up. The stupid gas gauge doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
I may cough and die here halfway up the hill. That'd be embarrassing. Let me take a peek here. Oh, no, we got plenty. We got at least a quarter tank.
Oh, okay. I'll finish off this cultivating, and I'll run down to get the Bowser, and I'll refill you so you don't have to run back.
I probably got enough.
Yeah.
Or I'll get tired eventually. I hate to keep you from your contracting work.
It's fine. I got a nice shooter that I can fill up with 11,000 liters of fertilizer in it, so
yeah,
it's going to make it pretty quick. I can probably do 2 or 3 fields per load, and then I'll just run back to Sergey's farm and refill every time.
Oh, nice.
Saves me having to carry a lot of seed with me around the map, if you can just carry it in the thing.
Yeah.
And with if I do it with the animal, then dragging that fertilizer shooter up and down the back roads is not an issue.
Cool. Come on, tractor. Go. Keep hitting these soft spots. But we're coming up on almost half an hour, so I think I'm going to sign off to folks. Appreciate y'all hanging out. We're going to keep on planting beans here. Mark's going to keep on making me money while I plant more stuff, take care of pigs. I may eventually go do some contracts if he'll let me. He's pretty much taken every contract on the server. So we do have our work cut out for us, but we're going to get that loan worked out. And we're just going to keep on having fun with old rusty crap. So appreciate you hanging out as always. Take care.
Ta-ta.